So, my last sketchbook, I'll just say it, it was rough. I got so in my head over every little thing on every little page. Mainly because I felt like my sketchbook needed to look a certain way, or it just needed to look as good as possible. And I got crazy in my head about it. It's like my mind knew that an audience would be seeing my sketchbook, and in an odd way, I needed to prove myself. Looking at any sketchbook tour online, it is so easy to compare yourself, especially when every sketchbook tour out there makes you feel like every single page has to be so cool and perfect and unique with cool composition and fully finished and rendered. Again, a lot of the art I created I was just not proud of, nor did I even like it. And honestly, this disheartened me from even wanting to work on the sketchbook. The constant comparison, imposter syndrome, unrealistic expectations, and dislike for what I was creating was setting me up for failure in the sketchbook. And honestly, it really shows in a lot of the art that I made. With all that said though, I didn't hate it all. Honestly, at certain points, art was actually fun for me, and there were points where I did have those sudden bursts of inspiration, motivation, and genuine passion behind what I was drawing. So, not the entire sketchbook turned out trash, but there were actual moments of true passion that did shine through at certain points. I would say the main difference between the pages I loved and the pages I hated were that the pages I loved had actual genuine passion and thought put into them, while others I was just trying to chase what I thought I needed my sketchbook to look like and what I should be doing to have a good looking sketchbook, if that makes any sense. I would enjoy what I was making when I was pushing myself to create what I was passionate about and when I felt inspired. When I watched something that made me want to create art based off of it, or when I was inspired to make my art look like something new that I'd never done before, experimenting with new mediums, or when I was just excited about a new art supply, or things like that. When I just let go of that need of perfection is when I had the most fun, honestly. You might be trying to figure out what my whole point is, and that is, I've started a new sketchbook, and to be honest, I'm having way more fun in this new sketchbook than I probably did the entirety of my experience with my last sketchbook. There's some things that I've learned and realized that have really helped me to change some things, and just a realization of, it is not that serious. Sketchbooks are not that serious. I need to just enjoy myself and improve myself. Those are the two factors that'll greatly help me to have a good experience with a sketchbook. My sketchbook doesn't have to be like the perfect pretty ones I see online. And it's not the end of the world if my sketchbooks look nothing like that. In the words of Miles Morales, I'ma do my own thing. This is the newest sketchbook that I've started, and to be honest, I am quite proud of what I've done so far. The very first page you will see is a multimedia piece drawing I created with 4 of my original characters, Bennett, Marin, May, and Column. I do plan to revisit all of their designs, so all 4 of the characters probably will go through several revisions and drafts before I come up with a more final design for any of them. And for those of who are wondering, I used a mix of both watercolor and acrylic paints. And the first page I did after were just highlighter doodles of me trying to come up for a design of our character that would be a somewhat background character for a story that I'm kind of trying to world build right now. And over on the next page is another character that I'm currently trying to design. I couldn't quite get my vision correct, but I'm just thinking that she would be a moon-inspired girl, and the sun guy would be, as his name suggests, inspired by the sun. You probably couldn't tell, Both of the Sun and Moon characters were going to be inspired by cyberpunk fashion, or just more a sci-fi look to them. Obviously, I could not do cyberpunk fashion from memory, so I took to Pinterest and just did a bunch of studies of cyberpunk clothing that I found online. I think this really helped me grasp more in my head what cyberpunk fashion looks like. Beforehand, I was just freehanding it and it did not translate well. So remember kids, always do your studies. This next page were more doodles with that cyberpunk concept. And I actually ended up creating a brand new character that wasn't either the sun guy or the moon girl. This new girl character is entirely unique from both of them, and she kinda has a spunky, crazy, wild personality. I plan to experiment with her character more, but for now, she just exists on this page, and I will probably revisit her sometime soon. The technique I've been using in my new sketchbook so far has been drawing with usually a water-based pen or highlighter, and then going over top with pen to add the finer details. As you can see, this is a method that I have done before, but again, I didn't keep doing it because at the time, I thought it didn't fit the vision of what my sketchbook was supposed to look like. But now I'm saying, what the heck bro, I'm just gonna do what I want, cause it's fun, yippee! Cheers to YOLOing, am I right? After looking at all those recent sketchbook pages I did, I thought I would take you along with me for a current draw with me where I am creating a new sketchbook spread. Yippee! To give credit where credit's due, a lot of my resurgence and love for sketchbooking is highly credited to the artist Ashley Ray or Jumpy June. If for some reason you haven't seen any of their recent videos, they've been diving back into sketchbooking and it's been so inspiring to me. Their advice and their process has been so inspirational and it's helped me to rediscover my own love for sketchbooking, and starting the sketchbook has just been so fun. I've been taking into consideration a lot of their techniques as well. It's helped me to remember that sketchbooking doesn't have to be so serious. It's just drawing little silly little guys on silly little paper with your silly little pens and just having a good old time. Enjoying yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you're an artist drawing for fun, it should be for yourself. And you should be having fun. And if that's not the case, that's really sad. Something I want to work on more in my artwork is being creative. Using my own creativity to draw. That doesn't sound that impressive, but to me, I think I want to work on being able to design characters, clothings, outfits, worlds, universes, places. I want to work on building up my skill in being able to create things like that, because I do want to think about my future. I do want to consider, do I want to be able to be good at concept art and character design? I should work on those things if I want to go to an art school where I would be learning those skills and it would be required of me. I just want to prepare myself to use my own voice in my art more, and I really want to work on that. I also want to work on lessening my overthinking about it. With my previous sketchbook, before I would even start on a page, I would just overthink everything. Okay, what colors am I going to use? How am I going to plan this? How am I going to lay out the page? What am I drawing? How intense should it be? What's the palette going to be like? And I would just overwhelm myself out the gate. And I want to work on, not doing that all the time, because it was giving me a lot of self-inflicted stress, which, don't necessarily love that for me. Would not a slay, not cool. I want to be able to draw and just freehand, just go in straight with pens, highlighters, water-based pens, alcohol markers. I just want to go straight in and just not care as much, because unless my sketchbook is going to be a portfolio piece or something that's meant for a school assignment or for a commission, then it doesn't need to be perfect. And I'm preaching to that to myself so much, because it's something that I still need to really sink in and believe for myself still. Like, I just need to really work on letting go of my need to prove myself, kind of, but I really don't need to do that in my sketchbooks. I just need to be drawing and improving myself and also enjoying myself, because that's what I said and I really need to work on that. You know? Yeah. A few other artists that have been big influences for me. I'll put them up on screen because sometimes I don't do the best job at remembering usernames, but they also have just been huge influences for me, resurging my love for art, trying to get back into my passion and love for it, and yeah, I really owe a lot of my creativity and inspiration to them, so definitely check them out. This is my final page. I hope you like it. It was a mix of like water-based pens with like fine tip pens, fine liners, and then on the other side I did some alcohol marker. This is an artist loft sketchbook. The pages are really super thin, so the alcohol basically murdered my page. But you know, I think it turned out pretty cute. I don't know. Fun little page. Hope you liked it. Do you guys prefer the footage to be sped up or kind of real time? Let me know your preferences because I had a mix of both, but let me know. So yeah, after that last clip, I kind of stepped away for a bit, took a break from filming, and within that time, I had filled out a few more sketchbook pages. So to kind of wrap up the video and my final thoughts and feelings before the video is over, I thought I would share with you the last few sketchbook pages I've done recently, and I'm actually really proud of some of the artwork I'm making. This here is just another look at that previous page I did. I thought all the pinks and purples and blue really popped and work well together. I think it's a really cute color combination. But yeah, this page I just had a lot of fun with. I'm glad I found the process. And can you guess what this character is based after? If you can actually guess it, I will be so surprised and I will probably pin your comment. This page! Oh my gosh, I love this page. This is some character building and designing. This was me playing around with the design of my OC May. She now has this kind of short, spikier hair with glasses and a big side swoop and just a newer outfit to fit the aesthetic I was trying to go for. I also was trying to redesign Marin, but she will take a lot more work to get to a place before I'm happy with her. But May, her redesign honestly came really easy to me. I don't know. I think the more I understand a character, the easier it is for me to design them. And this was a true testament to that. She was quite easy to draw. She kind of has the mess with my sister and you mess with me type attitude, as well as she kind of has the trope of the younger sibling looking out for the older sibling, feeling like she needs to take care of Marin. That's kind of her trope, and I love her so much, guys. I love her. This next page is full of studies of clothing and characters and outfits from Final Fantasy VII, Kingdom Hearts, and Voltron Legendary Defender. One of the main inspirations for my OCs is both the elements of fantasy and sci-fi, and I thought all of these properties covered both of these genres very well. So I took to a lot of the concept art and costumes and outfits from the games and movies, just redrawing all the characters and outfits. That's a Tifa drawing I did. I was really proud of that Tifa drawing. I love her. I also love like that oldish Kingdom Hearts style. It looks so chibi and cute, and the shape language is so fun and sharp and just expressive. I love it so much, and I really should study that style more. Those were all of my sketchbook pages, up until now anyway. I guess what I really want to say is that I'm finally having fun in my sketchbooks again. I've just let go of so many expectations, and now really the only priority I have for myself is to have fun, to experiment, to expand upon my skills. And I think because of that, sketchbooking has just infinitely gotten better for me. It doesn't sound that big, but to me it is, because this is the first time since like over a year that I've really had actual fun in a sketchbook. And that's really big for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video could maybe inspire you to pull out your sketchbook. I don't know. I'll see you in my next video, whenever that is, and bye-bye. Later.